Uh, well, sometimes I keep telling you guys, okay, it is the time you just let people let things happen, okay? As things happen, people will realize, okay? People will start to realize, like, okay, I think something was not right about everything we thought it was going to happen, okay? But you know what? Let's get to that in a moment. What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Before we proceed, please understand that this, my friends, is not financial advice. You are more than free to do whatever you like with your money, and so am I. And that being said, you guys already know everything, definitely everything tastes better with Casper. Today I'm not with my maxi mug because I just ran outside the security gate, to record this video right quick. But anyways, today we're about to do the same thing we do every day. First, we look at money's trickling down, right? Money's gonna trickle down, right? Okay. Yeah, you're gonna keep on waiting. You are going to be left holding that hot potato. You will see. Okay. First, we check out market performance for the past 24 hours. Right after that, we look at prices in details, and after that, we check on our positions. Are we buying Lambos yet? Anyways, guys, yeah, there is this misconception. Okay, let me put this in your radar. There is this misconception that I see people just like get stuck to it, and no matter how you try to tell them, or no matter how history tells us, they're still in denial. They're still in denial. Some people, I know you are going to ask me, what am I talking about? I'm talking about specifically banks. Banks is what I'm talking about. Some people, ever since that was the national anthem for the Bitcoin people. Oh, we are going to be financially, free in a way that banks are not going to be able to control what we do, how we do things, if we do, when we do, and how much we do. Okay, we are not going to do this because Bitcoin is going to block it and blah 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 and all that nonsense. And I just look at it and laugh. It's not the first time I've sat here and I told you, all of you who think banks will go away, you are wrong. It will not happen. Banks are going nowhere. What will happen, okay, is that banks are going to adapt, as they have always done. Okay, as the financial space changes, banks, they change with it. They adapt to it. Remember when we had the gold, nobody had paper money, right? People were trading with gold. Okay, then you could go to the bank and store your gold over there and blah 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 and all that stuff, right? Silver, the same thing. Then we went to the IOU. The same thing happened. Banks adapt to the circumstances. Banks are not just there to hold your money or try to control how much money you send or how much money you do. No, banks are part of the government, and that's a lot of things. That's something that most people, I don't know whether they can assimilate it or they can digest it. How do you think government takes taxes from the citizens? How do you think it happens? How do you pay for your taxes? Right? So you are trying to tell me that right now, let's just say we take the banks out of the equation. You personally, you are going to go to Uncle Sam and tell him, okay, I made $10,000. Hey, look at this, is the piece that corresponds to your taxes. Here, you can have them. You're going to do that. So yeah, you have to understand, banks are not here just to hold money or to do whatever. No. Banks are part of the government. They're part of it. And if you take the banks away, you don't understand the amount of chaos that you're going to create. Because yeah, you don't like the government, and that is the national anthem that every Bitcoin maxi will sing to you. Oh, the government prints, the government doesn't print, the government does this and blah blah blah. But what they don't tell you, okay, They don't tell you that the taxes that you are paying, they go towards your social security. They go towards your retirement. They go towards the Section 8. They go towards building roads, building infrastructures for the country. They don't tell you all that stuff. You think the government is pulling out money out of the thin air to do that stuff. That's what you think. Okay? There's a difference between using banks to run the country and printing money, okay, to do things that we don't know how exactly work. I am not a politician. I won't tell you how that works. Now, if you really dive into it, what people don't understand is that, first of all, controlling the value of a currency is what you have to really look into. That is where the blockchain come in effect. Because if we had a set amount of dollar, which the government cannot print anymore, the value of the dollar will be steady. Okay, it will not depreciate as much as it is doing right now. That is the way that these Bitcoin maxis are not telling you. Okay, so anyone who is here telling you, yeah, the banks will go away and crypto came here to eliminate banks and this and that, they are living in another world. That's where they are living. Because even if you own crypto, there is no way you are going to skip paying taxes. There's no way. The banks or Uncle Sam will find a way to get hold of that. We'll find a way. And yet you see people are here, yeah, that's what we're talking about. And these oh man, I just look at them and laugh. At least if you can do some simple research, how about you look at history? How about that? Pay attention to history, right? History does not repeat, but it rhymes. Okay? Banks are going to adapt. Now we are switching to crypto. It is going to adapt, and that's why you already hear Jerome Powell comes out. Hey, banks can now do this with crypto store, blah, blah, blah. Stable coins. It's coming. It is coming. We are getting to the goal that we all want. And what's the goal? The US dollar stop getting printed. That's the goal that we all want. But for you to tell me, oh, that's why we're going to kick the banks out and we're going to be our own banks, really? You don't know that even nowadays, way before crypto came along, there are people who never use banks. You know that, right? People store money under their mattresses. People store money under everything else, not in the bank. And yet, they still pay taxes. See? So yeah, you have to wake up from that dream. Wake up from it and look at the good it is all meant to do. Look at that good. Okay, don't sit here and try to blab nonsense. Try to tell everybody else, oh yeah, we're gonna be our own banks and this and that. Okay, you're gonna be your own bank. The road that you are driving, that highway, are you going to build it with your crypto money? You're the one who's going to fix the highway. You're the one who is going to pay for the social security for the retirement people, right? With your crypto. Are you going to do it? You're expecting the government to do that, right? Without you paying taxes. How does that work? A lot of, I'm telling you, people just don't sit there and think. They don't think at all. They don't think. It's like you hear people now. Listen. Our magicians, Trumpicius, magicians, there is a lot of things I don't agree with him. There's a lot, although I voted for that guy. But there's a lot of things I don't agree with. But when it comes to the tariffs, I support him 100%. I support him 100% because one, with those tariffs, the US dollar strength is going to go back up. With those tariffs, we are going to have jobs in the United States instead of people going outside the US to produce and, take the money away. Not only taking the money away, but devaluating my hard-earned money and yours too. Okay? Other countries, they have high tariffs on the US goods. Okay, a country, that's how it works. Okay, that's how the economy kind of gets out of a hole. That's how it works. But yet you're going to have people complaining why we have to tariff this and that. Guys, tariffs are not mandatory. It's a choice that you have. It's a choice. A choice meaning, for example, the US, we produce Ford Mustangs, GT Cobra, the Super Cobra, one of my best cars that I ever like anyways, a muscle car. But the British, they have the Bentley. That's also a car that I like. I usually give you examples using myself. Okay? Now, with the tariff, a Bentley, a British car, is going to cost probably $250,000, $300,000. Depends on what model that I like. I like the GT Continental. That's what I like, the W12. That costs around $350,000. But the Super Cobra costs close to, it's like $100,000. That right now, you have a choice. You could pay those tariffs and drive a Bentley, which costs 3 times what the Super Cobra costs. It's a choice. It's not forced to you. If you choose to buy the Mustang, you are helping the US industry, right? That's you. Therefore, the more Mustangs people buy, the more jobs are going to be created by the Ford manufacturing in the industry. Ford manufacturing in the United States. More jobs are going to be created because guess what? As many people drive the Ford, parts are going to be needed. Okay, so it is a chain reaction. Same thing goes to milk. There is milk made in the United States and there is milk made from Canada. The Canadian milk with the tariffs on it might cost you $5. The United States, it might cost you $2 or $3. It's a choice that you have. Do you want to pay the tariff and drink the milk from Canada? Or do you want to just drink the milk from the United States that costs you $2 or $3? It's a choice. So everybody explaining about tariffs right now, they are not explaining them right. Okay? The tariffs are for things that are not US made. When they come into the US, that way the US farmer who is producing that milk, guess what? If everybody starts to drink US made milk, the farmer is going to be forced to expand. And when he expands, guess what? He's going to need more workers. And more workers means paying more taxes to the government. And the debt that we already have right now starts to go down. That is what people are not understanding. Now, circling back to banks, that's the same thing. I know my grandma, she doesn't use banks. She doesn't. Her money stored under the mattress at home and all that stuff. But banks still there. Guess what? Banks adapted. They started offering lower rates. They started offering this and that and started convincing people to come and store their money in the bank. And it's not just about the control. Like I said earlier, it's also about helping you, your society. That's what these Marxists, they are not explaining to you. Banks are going to go away. We're going to be our own banks. We're going to do this. Okay, so are you going to pay for the Social Security too? What about the disabled children that cannot do anything? Are you going to take care of them willingly? What about, for example, in Houston, we have the St. Jude Hospital. Do you know how that is getting paid for? We have Medicaid for low-income families. You are lucky you have that crypto. You are lucky you're probably financially free. What about the low-income families? Do you know how they're getting help? So if you take the banks away and then taxes getting reduced and all that stuff, how are you going to help them? Do you understand the chaos that you're going to lead? See? A lot of people don't put their mind into those kind of things and they come out here and start talking nonsense. Start talking all that blah, 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 and all that crap. That's what they do. Okay? So you have to understand. Okay? I said, listen. Knowing everything and having knowledge on a particular subject, they are two different things. Nobody knows everything. But as an economist, I do have knowledge on the banking system. I do have knowledge on how economy is doing, how economy is going to perform. That's why we have something that we all call projective economy. Okay, projective, which means if the conditions gets to this way, this is how economy is going to go. Okay, projected economy. That's how you are able to tell. Okay, like for example, a very good example. I've been telling you, see my charts, right? When I tell you wink, wink moment, how do you think I know? Look at my chart. When I tell you the purple line, price is going to drop. Green line, price is going to go up. How do you think I know? That's a good question, right? And has it been going just like I've been showing you? How do you think I know when I tell you pay attention to July, August, maybe September? How? It's called projected economy. That's what it is called. Those of you, if you just have a little bit of time, research your current economy, not just your country, but worldwide. Research it, and you will understand why I give you these months and why I'm telling you maybe. Maybe in the sense of that, yeah, when we get there, since nobody has a crystal ball, I can't see the future, but I can see how economy is going to react when we get there. So you never know. The government might come out and change one little thing that will project that run a little bit more. That's why I'm saying maybe. But now we go back to what we're talking about. People just run mouth. People don't calculate. People don't think. They don't think. Hey, oh yeah, well, we're gonna do this and then we're gonna get there and blah blah blah. You think the government is just there? We vote a president to run a country. We vote all this stuff. You think we do that just for the fun of it? You think that? Go back in the days when we didn't have a government that is well established as the one that we have now. How was that those societies? How was everything? It was total chaos, right? They used to call it the Wild West. That's what it was, right? And you think that life then is better than what we have today, right? You think that's what it is? So yeah, people sometimes you need to get your head out of the bucket. So because some people have their head stuck into the bucket that they don't see what's going on around them. And that, my friends, is what leads people to make big mistakes. Big ones. Because somebody will tell me, oh, I'm going to be my own bank. Banks will go away, blah, blah, blah. That's why I'm stacking Bitcoin. And you look at them and start laughing. Start laughing. Because guess again. Bitcoin that was supposed to be a form of money is not. That myth of store of value is about to get busted. Trust me, it's coming your way. The only thing you can do, like I said, chase the trend. Make your money and change the financial status that you are in right now. You evolve with your environment. You evolve with your monetary system. You evolve. When you evolve with it, you are going to be like the Rothschilds, like Warren Buffett. You're going to be like that. Financially free. That's what it is. If you try to tell me, yeah, I don't support banks, you don't support banks, which means you are not supporting your own society then. Because banks are not just there just to store your money, like I just said a moment ago. Banks are part of the government. That's how it works. And if you don't want to see it, yeah, I don't know what to tell you. Seriously, I don't know what to tell you. I don't. You've been seeing it like I read one of my comments. Oh, you don't believe Bitcoin? Bitcoin is not a store of value because you don't study the way Bitcoin mining. Man, I tell you, but YouTube is very, very good. Every morning you wake up, there is always going to be something that is going to make up my day. I just look at it and I laugh. I laugh. Because like I said, I read all your comments. I read all of them. And when you look at things like that, I just laugh. Like now, I'm expecting a reply from the guy, because my question was, what's the difference between Bitcoin mining and Casper mining, other than the rapid emission? What's the difference? And now, as you can see, go look at the Bitcoin. Time is going to come where that network is going to start to fumble. Why? The cost of mining Bitcoin is becoming higher and higher and higher. Therefore, it's getting non-profitable as it comes, compared to mining Casper. Casper's ecosystem is already been built. We are just waiting for that link to put together the ecosystem and the blockchain using smart contracts. That's what we are waiting for. And next week, yeah, they haven't given us a specific date, but you're about to see Casplex mainnet smart contracts go live next week. Let's watch and see. A lot of people still don't understand. Some people say they don't see it. Guys, listen. Solana people, they are going to go into Casper. Ethereum, they are going to lose to Casper. Sui, everything is going to lose to Casper. The misconception is like, okay, because Solana is not EVM compatible, we are not going to lose market share to Casper. Big question is Sui EVM compatible? As far as I know, Sui is not EVM compatible, but yet it has always been able to steal market share from Solana, able to steal market share from Ethereum, even though it is not EVM compatible. I have sat here and I gave you so many examples. Even two similar projects built on different places. I gave you Solana Pay, you remember? Sol Pay that is built on Solana, and we're going to have Cash Pay, which is being on Casper. Yeah, right? A lot of people don't get it, but you know what? I stopped arguing about it, and like I usually say, all we are going to do is sit here and watch. We are almost there. Next week, the first part of the smart contracts is going to go live. Stablecoin transactions are going to start, and you will see. And sometime this month, Igra Lab, the testnet, will go live. And before you know it, that will be the stage 2 of smart contracts will go live. And you will see. And right after that, we are going to have the Sparkle will also go live. And you will see. It's just, for the past 2 years, I've been waiting for this moment. I've been waiting for it. And you guys are about to figure out why I am so excited about Casper. Why I am telling you that Casper is the real Bitcoin. Okay? That video, I'm going to make it. Because what people don't understand is that Jonathan is in everything that has to do with blockchain. Go to Ethereum scalability, because the idea of creating a scalable Bitcoin started right after Bitcoin was invented, after the invention of proof of work. And guess who was in there? Jonathan Sofolinsky. There are videos circulating when he was giving speech about this in that 2009, 2010. And for all these years, he went trying. He tried with Ethereum, failed. Now he comes out with Kaspa. And I'm telling you, Kaspa is the real Bitcoin. And you guys are about to find out, okay? There's no point. Like I usually say, time, man. Just time. Chill, because time will put everything in its place. And you will see. All of you right now, when you go to where we are, everybody like, how do you know? Like, dude, the question is, was I right? What's happening in July right now? July, August, maybe September. What's happening? What's happening with the market? Is Bitcoin going down? I don't think so. Bitcoin is going up. And some altcoins are going up with it. You see people who are getting right now being confused with one single thing. Some altcoins have been down 99%. They haven't moved. Now they move a little bit. You see people, oh yeah, altcoin season is here. Oh yeah. Guys, They are getting that hot potato nice and grilled for you. That's what's happening. And I told you, that time is coming. I will sit here for 1 hour long. My maxi mug in hand, music, come on, I don't know you. Music blasting, okay, and laughing 1 hour long. We're just gonna look at the price, smile, and laugh. Because again, people are not doing the things right. I told you, follow development, follow the trends. If you follow developments and trends, those things are going to lead you to those green candles that you are so desperately looking for. That's what will happen. But if you follow the green candles, unfortunately, those things are going to lead you to hot potatoes. You are going to be used as exit liquidity, and you will see. Don't say I didn't warn you. Seriously, I am going to laugh. I'm going to laugh about it. Okay? Anyways, guys, let's go very quick. Let's go look at the market. Like I told you, Bitcoin up. Selected altcoins up. Anyways, now let's go look at the market. Let's see how the market has been performing for the past 24 hours. Crypto bubbles. What do you see? Bitcoin pumps, altcoins pump. Bitcoin drop, altcoins drop. What do you see? I told you, right? It is, and if you look at this, the coins that are pumping, if you look at it, okay, say utility, right? Tau, utility, right? You start to see those things. Fetch or AI, utility. You start to see injective, SUI. You start to see the point. Look at the coins that are pumping. Utility coins. Even some layer tools, Arbitrum, Ethereum. I'm telling you, those. Well, it is up to you, right? Let's see. First, we're gonna start with King Kaspa, KAS. For the past hour, Casper is up 0.3%, 1.6% up on the day, 11.8% up on the week, 18.5% up on the month, and 52.3% down on the year, sitting at the market cap of $2.29 billion and a 24 hours volume traded at $91.76 million. Okay, now we go look at QNT. We have here 0.1% up the last hour, 1.1% up on the day, 4.3% up on the week, 6.2% up on the month, and 44.2% up on the year, sitting at the market cap of $1.65 billion and a 24 hours volume traded at $32.21 million. Okay, let's see here. Excuse me. Okay, so now we go to the next one. Let's look at the Cubic. High risk, high reward. What do we have here? For the past hour, 0.3% down, 0.2% up on the day, 12.8% up on the week, 5.4% down on the month, and 34.5% down on the year, sitting at the market cap of $184.31 million and a 24 hours volume traded at $3.24 million. Okay, so this is why I call it high risk, high reward, because now Bitcoin is in that last parabolic movement, going up to that 150, between 160, 170,000 that I've always told you guys about. We're about to see that, but right now Cubic is still on that development stage. Okay, we don't know when the ecosystem is going to be built, but yeah, we know that the hype is going to push it on this run. Okay, that's why I call it high risk, high reward. But anyways, let's go look at Jasmy. Okay, JAS, the Japanese Bitcoin. What do we have going on here? Come on, Jasmy, JAS. There you go. This one, I told you, once Bitcoin start to shoot, Jasmy is going to run. For some reason, Jasmy usually do twice what the Bitcoin, or 3 times what Bitcoin is doing. That's why you can see, look at it right now. For the past hour, 0.6% down, because Bitcoin is taking a breather, right? 1.3% up on the day. And look at the weekly for Jasmy, 33.8% up on the week. Almost 4 times what Bitcoin has done. Okay, look at the monthly, 24.4% up. I told you, Jasmy runs wow. And I told you, as soon as Bitcoin goes above that 110, 112,000, you're about to see just me do the unthinkable, okay? And the yearly, you can see 48.4% down. It has been creeping towards that positive, okay? Anyways, sitting at a market cap of $790 million and a 24 hours volume traded at, $86.41 million, okay? Now, if you look at the orange guy itself, you can see for the past hour, 0.2% down, 1.9%, 0.2% up for the past hour, 1.9% down on the day. This is why the altcoins are taking a breather, because on the daily, as you guys can see, Bitcoin is also taking a breather. Okay, 8.1% up on the week, 11.5% up on the month, and 81.7% up on the year, sitting at a market cap of $2.34 trillion and a 24 hours volume traded at $76.02 billion. That volume is almost halfway, which means Bitcoin is about to start the second leg up going, okay? Anyways, now let's go look right quick. Let's see how prices are doing in details, okay? First of all, the correlation, what do we have going on? Dixie is going up, Bitcoin going down. Okay, that's what we want to see, inverse correlation. We don't want to see two of them going in the same direction, okay? Now, let's start with Casper. Casper on the hourly, okay, like I told you guys, Casper is in an uptrend. We are sitting here looking at 10 cents. And as you guys can see, Casper is forming this bull flag, okay? Which again, let me bring my arrow out right quick. And if you bring my arrow, look at this. This one here and this one, this is higher than this, right? It is squeezing, as you guys, you can also see here. This is higher than this. It is like, if you put a trend line, you will see that it is forming a triangle that is squeezing slowly. Okay, let me do that for you right quick. Trend lines, you're gonna need one. If you put a trend line here, see, to have a trend line here, we can have another trend line right there. As you guys can see, it's not perfect. I'm doing it on my phone, so yeah. But as you can see, it is squeezing into this triangle, which means this thing is about to break any moment now, because we have gone past 50% of this triangle. And another bullish sign, if you want to look at it that way, is that Casper, my friends, look at it, is forming a W. 1, 2. Once we break this, which is at 8.9 cents or even 9 cents above that, you are going to see Casper grow. So I've been telling you guys, we are now facing that after trade. It's almost there, okay? It's almost there. But like I said, until we get to 10 cents, I don't think I want to make any move, because Casper has already started that trading, that momentum moving upwards. It has already started. So yeah, I told you, first price action is going to be at that 10 cents. Second price action, we will be looking at it at 15 cents. After that, we do have 18 cents. And right after that, 19, 20 cents, then price discovery. We are almost there. It's going to be a monumental move. It's coming on. By the time the first stage of the smart contracts get released next week by Casper, I'm telling you, expect things the next upcoming months for Casper that you have never seen before. Expect them to happen, okay? Now, if you go here, let's go right quick. Now, let's go look at QNT, the banker's coin, because for me, I've been telling you guys not to lose an eye on it. Quant is doing exactly like I told you guys, okay? We have a big resistance at the 125. Once we start to get close to it, price gets rejected, which is normal. I'm telling you, look, if you look at it on the 4-hourly, you see, it's normal. Quant just did what every asset does. Comes back, retests the previous resistance, turn it into support. That's what just happened. Now, for those of you who want to enter trades, this is a you know, let me put it this way. This is one of the times I usually say, wink, wink, right? Wink, wink. This is one of the times, because this retest that you're looking at, okay, is about to mark that Quant is going to go up there, smash through that 125 and keep on going higher, because the price target for all this move that you're looking at is 151. This thing you're looking at right now came up, retest. Look at the ribbon. Even with the price going down, ribbon still green, and it is squeezing, ready to go up. That's what people are not paying attention to. Okay, but anyways, up to you. You can do whatever you want to do with this. Okay, if you look at it on the daily, you will see the same thing. Okay, let me zoom it out for you a little bit. See, despite the price action, ribbon still green, going up like a raging bull. Because again, see this kind of candle that we form here. See, it comes all the way up and then comes all the way down. These candles always get eaten up. And the reason I was telling you guys, okay, you guys remember when I was saying yesterday, it's not time for you to enter the trade because we haven't retested this resistance turning to support, right? That's exactly what happened. There were too many longs, so it went up. It liquidated a lot of it went up and it came down to liquidate a lot of the longs that got entered somewhere here. That's what happened. It went down. Now you're about to see, even like I tell you, pay attention to the price. Even with it going down, look at the ribbon, up green full speed. Look at the moving average, up, and it's going up full speed. So yeah, for me, I look at that and I go like, yeah, it's time to sit tight and watch. Like I said, price action, first of all, pay attention to $125. After that, pay attention to 151. That is where the current price action is going. After that, we pay attention to 164. After that, 176. If we close a daily candle above 176, start looking at 230. After $230, start looking at $400 all-time high and price discovery. Okay, anyways, like, it's up to you. Whatever you want to do with this information, that is definitely up to you. Now, like I told you, Jasmine, okay, Jasmine is one I told you I wasn't going to look at until Bitcoin starts to move, right? And now if you look at Jasmine, you will see that's exactly like I told you guys it was going to happen. Look, this is the 1 hourly. See, Jasmine is running. And I told you, it's so easy because Jasmine right now is looking at that 2.3 cents, that resistance. That's where we are going. If you look at it on the 4 hourly, you will see the same thing. Look, parabolic upwards, ribbon spreading out. Okay, moving average upwards. It is going because, again, there is not much to be said about Jasmine. I told you, you guys remember when I was saying ribbon still red, it is curving up. By the time it turns green, the Jasmine price will be long gone. And there's something I always say on this channel. Okay, price always gets attracted to the moving average, right? And what do you see? You see, I was telling you that for a couple of days. Every time. I do remember when price was down here and the moving average was somewhere here, and I was telling you price will get attracted to it. As you guys can see, bam, it got attracted. Ribbon is curving. It hasn't turned green yet, but we're about to. Okay, which tells you that by the time this thing starts to go green, this price will be long gone. For me, what I'm looking at, like I said, I'm looking at the 2.3 cents. After 2.3 cents, I do have the 3.8 cents. After that, 4.5 cents. After that, 6 cents, and so on and so forth. So yeah, you can take this information and do with it whatever you like. Like I said, I'm not going to tell you when to enter or when to exit a trade. But hey, pay attention. We have started the months like I've been beating the wall about them. And it's exactly what I've been telling you. That's what is happening, right? Anyways, now let's go right quick. Let's go look at the big orange guy. Okay, like a lot of people are not paying attention to the orange guy, but yeah, look, market is taking a breather. Altcoins took a breather. Just like I told you guys, we had this big inverse head and shoulder playing up, right? And I told you I did not like the fact that the price went up and we never came back to retest the breakout. I didn't like it, okay? And so far it's looking like it's what it is trying to do, but we are getting supported by the moving average, okay? It would have been nice, very nice, if Bitcoin could come back down to retest that $114,000. If it does, oh my God, that will be the nicest thing ever, because we are going to know that from there we are going to go up straight. Okay, we're going to start going up to that 130, 140, 150 until we hit that target. I'm telling you guys, Bitcoin is looking at 160 or 170,000 dollars. That's what it is looking at in the upcoming July, August, maybe September. You're about to see it. Okay, if you look at it on the 4-hourly, you will see again my wink moment, right? We went past the green line. What do you see? Started to run, right? Past the purple line, price fell, just like I've been telling you guys. Okay, so yeah, you can see. That's why for me, I don't think the price is going to drop that much, but if we can come and touch that 114, that would be great, very great. But so far I'm looking at July the 23rd. Again, that is going to signal also another pump to the upside. Okay, so yeah, pay attention. Bitcoin is doing its thing. Bitcoin is on that banana zone, like we call it, the parabolic run. As you can see, July 23rd, I'm also paying attention to August 18, which is also be another one that Bitcoin is probably going to be taking that last parabolic run to the upside. We don't know. Let's just watch. Let's watch and see. But so far, my lines have been correct. Tell me if I've been wrong in the comments down below. Okay? Anyways, the way you see it is up to you. Me, I like to follow the trends, and the trends are showing me something else. Okay, that so far I've made my money looking at them, and I'm not going to change right now. It's up to you if you want to do something else. Okay, but anyways, let's go right quick. Let's go look at my positions. But before we do that, you guys already know I do not condone leverage trading. Please guys, before you get into leverage trading, you have to get experience. How do you get experience? Down below I do have the links. Bydfi, which I do recommend for beginners, Phemex, Margex, and Wix Exchange. Follow those links, sign up, meet their deposit bonuses, their deposit requirements. If you meet that, they're going to give you free money. Okay, with the free money, my friends, you can take $50 out and start practicing. Trust me, it's better to make a mistake with $50 than making a mistake with thousands of dollars. Trust me, as a trader, I would rather lose an entry before I lose money. That's me. I don't know about you. But anyways, if you refuse to do that, yeah, they have a nice spot for you in Rec City. Always ready for you anytime, any day. Don't say I didn't warn you. But anyways, let's go right quick. Let's go look at my positions. First, we are going to start with Bydfi. You guys know here, I am trading King Kaspa and Quant. As you guys can see, let me refresh this right quick. My overall today is sitting at $14,037. You guys know that. A couple of, not even a month ago, this position was sitting at 6,000, right? You see? The parabolic move, I'm telling you, has started. I told you, I will show you all my accounts in 6 figures and you will see. Anyways, if you look at my contracts, you will see that here on my Casper, I am still down 53%, which is $4,800. Okay, and if you look at my Quant, I am up 15%, which is $1,600. You can pause this if that's what you wish to do, and then look at my numbers. Okay, now if we go to Phemex, on Phemex, I am trading the Japanese Bitcoin Jasmine and King Casper. As you guys can see right now, my overall is sitting at almost $9,000. You guys know a couple of months before, this thing was not even a couple of weeks ago, this thing was sitting at what, $3,000 or something like that. And a lot of people were calling for Rec City, and I told you, it doesn't bother me, because looking at the trends, looking at my market structure, looking at the future market trends, I can tell you that the market is going to run. And I told you. Now what do we see? I'm sitting at $9,000 in profit so far. So yeah, let's wait and see. Now if you look at my contract, you will see that here on Jasmine, I am still down 66%. You guys remember, this thing was down 95%. And I told you, it doesn't bother me, right? Now, 66%, which is 7,300. On Casper, it is just breaking even as we speak, which is 0%, I'm at 0.6% up, which is $28. You can pause the video and you can look at the numbers if that's what you're interested in doing. Now, last but not the least, we go to Wix Exchange. On Wix, I am trading King Casper, and me and my friend decided to do a competition. I am using Quant and he is using Solana. Let's see who is going to make most money. The same amount of money, the same amount of leverage. Let's see. Okay, so far, as you guys can see, let me refresh this right quick. on my overall, I'm sitting at $6,100. Okay, market is doing its thing. So if you look at my contracts, you will see that here on my quant, I am up 176%, which is $2,300. Okay, and for my Casper, I am up 13%, which is $217. You can pause it if that's what you are interested in doing. Okay, but anyways, now you can see if you look at all my positions, I am a very aggressive trader. Please don't trade like me. Everybody has their own style. Okay, I trade at 50x and I don't use stop losses. Okay, look at that. Look at it yourself. You can see. Let's start with Bydfi. Look at my positions. Okay, 50x, and I don't use stop losses. Just like I said, everybody is different. Okay, everybody's different. 50x right there, 50x right here, and you can see no stop loss. That's me. That's how I trade. If you go to let's go to the next one. This one, weeks exchange. You can see I do not use stop losses. Okay, I'm telling you, 50x there. You guys can see. Okay, if I scroll up a little bit, you also see it there, 50x. I don't use stop losses. That's me. Okay, now if you go to the last but not the least, Phemex right there, you will see it. Let me take this here. You will see again 50x there, 50x there. I don't use stop losses. So please, when you see me doing this kind of stuff, this is after years of experience with leverage trading. So please do not do this. Don't do this if you don't know what you're doing, because you are going to lose your money. Okay, that being said, guys, thank you very much for watching my videos. Please don't forget to subscribe. I am trying to make it to 5,000 subscribers. Don't forget to like and comment. Okay, I am very interested in knowing what you think about what we just spoke about. Okay, I'm not talking about moonboy stuff. Those of you telling you that banks are going away, I don't think they understand the implication of what they're talking about. Okay, but anyways, everybody has their own free will. Banks are not going anywhere. I'm telling you, banks are going to adapt, just like they have been doing for centuries and centuries. That's what is going to happen. Okay, and please also don't forget to share, so that other millionaire-minded attitude like you and yours truly, we can see these videos and the family can grow. Okay, that being said, guys, until I see you in my next one, please take very good care of yourselves. Okay, bye bye.